Storm Debi sweeps across the region. An amber warning for winds is now in force for most of the county until this afternoon.
Hello Storm Debi, welcome to Blackpool. This is probably our first decent named storm of the season in November. The sea is quite high and it is going to be peak tide for about half an hour. So we're on about 9:30 at the moment. It'll take about an hour before it's peak tide. There's been power cuts in Ireland. It is causing disruption. Same across in Scotland and other areas. And especially today, we have the first brunt of it in the early hours. These small hours in the morning, and obviously you get a break, and then you get the back end. It's normally the back end that can be quite worse. Depends which direction it's coming from. But this is quite energetic.
Our reporter Stan Tompkinson has more for us.
Well, forecasters say the warning makes it likely there'll be large waves of flying debris along the coast, while there's also expected to be some damage to buildings. The rest of the region is covered by a lesser yellow weather warning. The Met Office say that roads and public transport could also be affected and that there's a chance of power cuts and problems with our mobile phone signal.
So I don't want to get wet today. I've got my little mic on down here, so the wind will be interfering with the sound. I do apologise. And the waves are definitely coming up a bit bigger over here now. I don't want to go down the prom. I've been there so many times and got wet through. I'm not in the mood to get wet through today. I'm huddled down here because I don't want the wind to interfere with the microphone too much. Barometric pressure 980, 981. I'm expecting that will probably deepen, which is quite nice and low. So I've got my altimeter. Let's see if we can get some wind speeds out of this. I've set it for miles an hour. Look, there you go. Look. Miles an hour. Let's see if I can try and get some decent wind speeds out of this one today. Oh, 42, not very sexy, is it really? I've had better than that. It's just picked up again, some big waves now coming over. Right, so there you go. You can hear me better. Sound quality much better. Someone sat in the car, so you can hear me. What I was saying was, because I'm not too sure if the audio was any good on that, that I was getting 45. I had another go, 46, 47. We've definitely had beefier winds than that. There is some punches. There's not a lot of massive gusts that are punching your way than what you would normally get. But it's early days yet, and we're on quarter to 10, and we've still got the peak to come. I think it's about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock today. So I'll be nipping out to get some more footage. I'm expecting to see the usual sort of prone areas getting damaged with this. Listen, just off the offset, cheers for watching the videos this year. I know I only post when I can, and the weather's adverse. It's been a bit of a dull lull at the back end. We didn't get the big thunderstorms that I was hoping so, especially because it's been so warm as well to start with. But really do appreciate it if you can definitely like and subscribe to this channel, as always. Other channels, link in the description area down below. There's some railway ones, and of course Nodrog Paranormal. Right, let's go up the Promenade and see what there is to film and share with you. Always amazes me when people, maybe because you don't live on the Fylde coast, maybe you don't live by a seaside, that you get attracted to these very big waves and they take the kids right to the very edge. And you'd be very unlucky if you didn't get swept in, because it's not that type of high tide or wind at the moment, but you'll certainly get some beefy, salty, dirty waves crashing over, landing on you when you least expect it. Look on the floor and see where it's landing the most. That'll give you an indication where not to stand. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a bit too cynical. The definitely people braving it out, going on to have a look, because it's all fascinating. And the fairground that's opposite the tower on the headlands has come to a stop. Obviously you won't be going up them rides in this sort of weather. Barometric pressure, is it dropping? 98.17 now. It was 98.19. Does look like it's sinking, which I am expecting. I was going to get out, check the wind. I don't think I need to bother down here, but I'll maybe go to the cliffs or maybe Cleveley's, and we'll do the wind speed up there. So we're 2 hours really off the peak, but the tide's high, and there's a lot of power, a lot of energy, and it's racing towards the promenade. So yeah, just keep away from the prom, just for today. Was a lot sexier, that going at the Gin area, which is just north of the tower before you go towards Bispam, which is a notorious spot for some great breakers coming over, and there are some big breakers. The wind gusts are a lot more sustained, so you get when the waves crash and they're coming up and coming over, they're coming back on themselves, and you're getting like secondary and tertiary sort of breakers actually in the sea before it gets to the sea wall. Great for photography. It's terrible off of your camera because of the salt seawater and stuff, but there are a few people down there taking pictures. You certainly won't want to go down on the lower walk today, but look at these, look at the size of these huge magnificent waves. Now don't start slating Blackpool for the sea being brown. A lot of people say because it's full of shit. It's not, it's the sand. The reason why it's like that is because it's very, very sandy. It's nothing to do with the crap that's inside. I know our waters aren't the best, but that's why we always have that dirty colour in our seas, because of the sand. If you go all the parts of the country where you've got shale, you've got pebbles and stuff, you don't get that effect, do you? It's a lot cleaner. Well, it looks a lot cleaner, sorry. But yeah, wind's picking up, the car's rocking, so we're getting a bit more beefiness going on. Now on the anemometer, I got 49.88, I think it was. I didn't have it out all the time, and there was some proper beefy gusts that were kicking up just now. So I'm going to make my way up towards Cleveley's. I'm not going to go and do the cliffs. I'll go up to Cleveley's. We'll go and see what's going on up there. But it's definitely, it's picking up. It's looking better. And my lampposts are wobbling as well. Well, right, okay, so someone's decided to drive down closer to the prom just to get the car in salty. Oh well. Yeah, Cleveley's wise, again, big breakers, big waves coming over actually. Make some great photographs, especially as the cars are coming round and it's starting to flood a little bit on the bottom of the promenade. I know there is a flood warning that is out, but these waves are definitely popping over. Actually, as I was driving up, you could see between Little Bispam, sort of Cleveley's, big waves that were coming over as well. So there are some very big waves. The waves are more impressive than the wind. The wind doesn't feel as heavy up here, obviously, because we're not in the cliffs area where it's quite high up. But I am going to drive. I'm going to set my camera up and drive round on the lower promenade, just giving aspect of what it looks like down there. But it's you certainly won't want to go down that bit either, because you will get very salty, very wet. Your skin will be horrible afterwards, right? Horrible. It's crackers to think that there's billions of pints of seawater right in front of me, not 30 yards, enough energy to power many cities around the world, enough water to kill anybody. It is ferocious. The seagulls are having a whale of a time. But this is one spot definitely you wouldn't want to bring your car with dagenham spiders just to get even more. That was a big one that came over then. Yeah, that's good. The car is rocking. I thought it might be a good spot. The car is definitely rocking more now. Oh, wow. See, I'm not, this isn't unusual territory for me. We used to do this as kids as a pastime in the winter time, where we just, after a long learn to drive, we used to drive our cars down on the lower walks. So it's like lightning. As soon as you turn your camera around, it's like you get the massive wave coming over. Yet you spend 3 minutes filming, nothing happens anyway. Doesn't matter, I digress. But yeah, we used to do that quite a lot in Austin Maestro, I think it was I had. And we'd gone down actually onto the lower walk, kids being stupid, and this huge wave had come down and buffeted us. I'll never forget it. And as the tide went away, there was massive rocks and stones and stuff which we'd heard nestled beside the car. Huge big chunk as well had come off the old sea wall, which made us think maybe we shouldn't do that. And there's me pulling other people before, but hey, you live and learn. But I'm parked on the road in a car parking space. I know what I'm doing here. They do normally shut this bit off when it gets a bit aggressive, but there's loads of people coming down taking pictures for their social media, like me. It's nice to sit here in the car and watch this and not get wet. Nice. What usually happens is as well, this neck of woods, you see this on TV sometimes. I took photographs, I think it was way in the early 2000s, and I've done some in the 90s, where the tide, when it pulls away at Clevelands, you get like sea foam. It's terrible for your windows and your cars. And it's the algae that produces all this and coats it everywhere. And it creates like this like winter wonderland effect, but with slightly dirty snow effect. I took some pictures obviously and a while ago, they were in the papers and all that lot. But it's such a great phenomenon to see, and it's normally a bit further up. Whoa, we should see that. That was huge. Nice, big ones, brilliant. I will have a little drive further up north and see what the script is. There's some bigger waves that are coming over there. I don't really want to park my car directly in line of fire of some big waves, but it says me sat here with these ones coming over now. Oh, you could have double camera, it's great. Another one. That was big. Right, we'll just do a bit more of this and then we'll go up there. Stopped again, many stops on the way, like a bus. This seawall along here is actually quite high, and I mean it must be what, 6-7 foot off the ground of the road, if not more, 8 foot. You've got houses just on the other side. There's like a double wall system here, just south of Clevelands on the Promenade. You have got foam coming over, and you've also got the waves crashing over as well, over the car as well. But the houses and the windows along here must be a nightmare to keep clean. Nightmare. Big waves coming over, definitely. I mean, these waves must be 16 feet. It's difficult to see from down here. It was better when I was up there because I was quite high up, but you can hear, I'm waiting, I'm sitting here so you can hear one of the waves coming over. I've parked actually underneath where one section of the waves are landing. It's turned my windscreen wipers off. In the meantime, so I've just come north of where we were before in Cleveland. I've come to where I normally get the phone, but there isn't much anyway. Barometric pressure and 980.7, stabilising itself off. And I went past that bit where it was the last Star Wars film. If you know your Star Wars films, you might recognise that bit. They filmed it all there. I'm going to turn around. There's some big breakers going over Russell area, and I'll turn around and I'll see if I can get a wind speed measurement back where we were before. I don't fancy getting wet, and see what we can get there. The road is closed for a reason, so turn around and go back. Oh god, well that was now impossible. There were some big waves coming over there, so I tried to get out, get a wind reading, and I've got to see I just got in on time. Right, I'm going to leave it there for this video. I'm sure you get the gist of it. It's nice to get out and do a windy one rather than a thunderstorm job. I know Toro did put out a warning for possibility of some tornadoes and whatnot, so that'll be interesting. But there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you've got an idea what's going on. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and if anything else happens, of course, you know where to find me. I'll be here. Storm Chaser Nodrog, he's now going to go home and have a cup of tea, and on cue now we should get a load of sea dumping on top of the car. Cheers. Oh, there you go. Facebook page, Weather Fans. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Paul, for keeping us updated with information. By all means, please go and join us on there. That's where everybody posts all their weather updates and pictures, all content and stuff on there. So there you go. Right, done. Time to go. And there's a guy on the bike here. Crazy. I thought I was crazy. Pazzo. Right, ciao.